add from our DTT structure. Down below is what we call the job bag, where we can associate images with this article. Let's go to another shortcut on my desktop that will take us to the images catalog. I'm looking for an image that might be related to my jacuzzi dock, so I'm going to query for all images that have the keyword water. Let's enlarge this, and once I've decided on my image, I will set my windows side by side. I'm going to select this image, and now I can simply drag this image to my job bag, and my image is automatically associated to the article. Let's close this article and go take a look at statuses. Going back to my workspace, I can right-click and change my status to in progress. However, I want to show you where we might want to add more automation. So I'm further going to change this status to be approved, which will automatically send an alert to certain users that this article is ready for their attention. You'll see shortly that an automatic message will pop up. I need to focus some attention on this jacuzzi article, and then I'm going to go ahead and close it. Let's go now and play the role of a chief editor that might want to look at the progress of this publication. By clicking this icon, we can get a filter view to see all the statuses of the content in this particular folder. He might be interested in everything that, for example, needs to be approved. But of course, everyone can use this filter to look at the assets that they might be interested in. Since many publishers nowadays first publish content to the web, let's focus now on getting this article to our WordPress blog. We'll simply change the status of this article to finished to move it along in the production cycle. Let's move back now to our Internet Explorer and go to our website powered by WordPress. I'm going to go up here and choose one of my favorites. WordPress has been elected the best open source CMS of 2009, and it also doesn't hurt to mention that they're one of the leading web publishing platforms with over 200 million websites worldwide. Notice here our top blog is El Dente, and further down, recent posts. Beck sets the stage, Noodles Linda style. Moving back to our article, let's again go change the status. Only this time, we're going to choose to blog, which will automatically push the content of the article to the web server. Going back now to the website, we can refresh and see that our article is now the top article, published to the web with no manual intervention. Let's now take a look at how we can shorten the correction cycle by opening an article that is further along in production. For example, this article on Thailand. Since it has been worked on already by a graphic designer using InDesign, there is geometry attached. So when we open it, we'll have additional tools available. We will have a Justify tool, an article preview tool, and a PDF article preview tool. If I was to click on the MediaWay article preview tool, in the background the PageFit server is generating a preview for me, based on the geometry set in InDesign. You can see the red lines indicate some of the layouts of the InDesign page. I can zoom in or out of the preview, and I can continue on and see the next page or any other pages this article was flowing onto. Let's get back to the editor. I can continue on the correction cycle as an editor without InDesign by clicking this H and J button. I can see the line breaks and hyphenation, and I can continue adding or deleting text, re-justifying as needed to see the updated hyphenation and justification. Again, all without the need of an expensive InDesign license. Let's move on now and take a look at the flat plan module. The flat plan module is an area where users can really collaborate on a publication. Let's open a plan that is already in progress. We'll play the role this time of an editor who wants to monitor the progress of the same magazine that user Joe was working on earlier. Zen Magazine Edition 3. When it's open, you can see that it's mostly complete with the exception of a few pages. We'll talk about this bottom area shortly. For now, let's take a closer look. The flat plan allows us to see what sections the pages are in and how many pages are in the edition. Users can see different views of the publication, for example, zooming in on thumbnails. They can see the planned layouts and an overlay of the plan layouts with the thumbnails. Editors can also see real-time statuses of the pages throughout the production cycle, each color indicating a different status, and they can from here change the statuses on those pages, which again could send an internal message if necessary, alerting someone the page is ready for approval, for example. And for a multi-page document, you can decide if you want to change the status for one page or the entire document. Another place for collaboration is by placing notes on pages which can be opened and when completed can be marked as done. And of course, MediaWay is again keeping track of the status and the user. Remember the Thailand article we worked on earlier? By double-clicking anywhere on the text, this immediately takes us to the editor without leaving the flat plan module to continue making changes if needed. We can go even further by clicking anywhere on the page. This gives me a layout view of the page and all of the assets associated with the page. From here, I can double-click an image and resize the image and change the crop, for instance,